Okay, so this is section 11.4, three-dimensional figures, or three-dimensional, yeah. And so the first thing we need to know is the name of an official one, which is called a polyhedron. A polyhedron is a three-dimensional solid with polygons for sides. So remember, polygons are things that have straight lines, no curves, no openings, or no crossing lines. And so these are different polyhedrons. Oops. All right, a face. The face of a polyhedron is the side of the polyhedron. And so if you look in the building that you're at, you should have 4 walls and a ceiling above and below. Each of those walls and the ceiling and the floor are sides or faces of the polyhedron. Edges. Edges are the creases of the polyhedrons. Vertices. Vertices are the corners of the polyhedrons, just like the vertice of an angle or a vertice of a polygon. Prism. A prism is a specific type of polyhedron. It's a polyhedron where you have parallel bases. And so if you notice up here, my base is a triangle, and this base back here is also a triangle. So those are parallel. And so what happens with a prism is it's like you have a flat shape. You take it and you drag it tall, and so it's the same on the top and the bottom. Pyramids. Pyramid is when you have a polygon base, and then all the edges meet at one point. And so my polygon on the base is either a square or a rhombus, and they go up and meet in the front, up top of the corner. A cone. A cone is not a cone is a circle that goes to a point. So it's not a polyhedron because it has curves, but it is a three-dimensional figure. A cylinder is another one that's not a polyhedron, but it is a solid. And so it's a three-dimensional figure with parallel bases that are circles that are congruent. A sphere is another thing that's not a polyhedron, it's just a solid, and it's a three-dimensional circle. Okay, so you should be familiar with a lot of those. Pyramid and prism can get a little confusing, but remember, pyramid goes to a point, and a prism is I have it and I drag it tall, which keeps it the same base and the same bottom and the same top.